Now, reportedly, Harry and Meghan will be invited to King Charles' coronation, but they will not attend. That's what we're hearing. Hilary Fordwich joins me now. What do you think, Hilary? Is this invitation, is it the final olive branch from the royal family? And if they don't go, if Harry and Meghan don't go, is that the final nail in the coffin?
Pleasure to be back with you, Stuart. Well, if they don't go, it might be one of the more sensible things to do, not to detract from anything to do with the king. We already know that it has been decreed that none of the dukes, none of the other princes, no one will be kneeling and declaring life and liege devotion to the king. Only Prince William will be doing that. So that's a rather high road way of skirting the issue, should he attend, so that he won't be focused on, actually, neither will Prince Andrew, rather like the Queen didn't have any senior royals on the balcony.
Is this it sounds to me like this split is complete and there's really no going back. What do you say?
Well, yes, think about this, Stuart. He's actually managed to use a British term, slag off absolutely everybody, every institution, actually including you, because you know your questions are daft and you're mad. That's how he characterises every member of the press. I don't know how you feel about that, but every member of his family, of course, except for probably Balmoral, Scotland, and actually Botswana. One of the things he has said is he said about being in Lesotho, he said, it made him realise that no matter what anyone is going through, we should all remember that we're well off in comparison to them. It's a pretty pity that he did not take his own advice. But to answer your question directly, yes, there's been a red line that has been crossed because he, in quotes, slagged off both Camilla, the royal family and every institution, and also everything British, including the British Army, which the former head of household of royal protection, Di Davis, has said is a threat to the British royal family, to Prince Harry, and to actually all Brits and those serving.
It seems like he's slimed the whole royal family. I understand that of the royals, only 54% of the Brits approve of the royals, only 26% approve of Harry. I mean, all those numbers are way down since the Harry and Meghan controversy. He slimed his own family.
Yes. And also, don't forget, throw in there all of those that voted for Brexit, because remember, he talked about them being racist. So that's 17.7 other million Brits at the same time there, Stuart.
I understand that he's revealing more about Meghan's first meeting with the Queen. In his book, he writes this: it was all very pleasant. Granny, the Queen, even asked Meg what she thought of Donald Trump, so everyone in the world seemed to be thinking and talking about the Republican candidate. Meg thought politics a no-win game, so she changed the subject to Canada. Granny squinted. I thought you were American. Sounds like Harry's getting political. What do you think?
Well, yes, and actually, I will say, no one has ever questioned, I don't think, Meghan's intelligence. That's actually a very intelligent tack to take. We all know that neither politics nor religion nor anything sexual are good to talk about, so I think that Meghan was rather wise there, and the Queen, of course, savvy, could see exactly what she was doing. I do think that it isn't his place to talk about politics, but he's taken very many political stands, and in the book, where he now, and his interviews, where he now claims that he wasn't claiming that any member of the royal family was racist, perhaps they'll be returning that award given to them by the Kennedys.
I wonder what's going to happen next. I mean, he's put out there all the bad stuff, all the nasty gossip. It's all out there. What's he going to do for a follow-up? He's still a young man. I mean, what's going on here? I'm afraid...
Well, it's dirty laundry.
Yeah, more dirty laundry. Hilary Fordwich, always great. Thanks very much for being with us. We'll see you again soon. Thank you, Hilary.
Pleasure, Stuart.
Sure.